By hook or by needles we'll craft away. Stitch by stitch we'll brighten the day. Knitting and crocheting just for fun.
Good morning, everybody. It is 9:42 a.m. here in Melbourne, Australia. It is a lovely, the degrees isn't it? It's a lovely chilly 16 degrees Celsius in my room anyway, which I think is, oh goodness, between maybe 15 and, no, hang on, what would it be Fahrenheit? Between 65 and 70 Fahrenheit? No, I don't know. Anyway, today I want to show you how you can create this corner to corner, well, I call it corner to corner because you can make it a corner to corner stitch. But the beauty with this stitch is if you don't actually decrease at all, you just, you can make it a shawl. So if you start off and you just keep increasing, which I'll show you how to do, you will end up with a very simple, very attractive, in my opinion, and it's reversible, granny square shawl. So I'm just going to grab some yarn, and this is my second time doing this because, I don't know, I deleted all the videos by accident. Isn't that frustrating? When you do something stupid with your recordings? Anyway, so I've got some yarn. I've got a 8 ply, or a DK weight, or what else is it called? 3 weight in the US. So I'm bumping the camera there. And what we are going to do is we're going to start off with a magic ring. So we just need a magic ring. Okay. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to put one cluster, one granny stitch into the magic ring. Oops. And when we get to the end, we can do one or two things. I've seen patterns which suggest that you do a treble at the end. I've seen stitches that suggest you do an extended double crochet. And then I've seen patterns that say just do another double crochet. So I'm going to split the difference and do an extended double crochet. So what an extended double crochet is simply you loop over as usual. You go into the loop, you pick up a loop, and then you just pull through just the one. Whereas normally you would pull through 2. You pull through 1, then you pull through 2, and pull through 2. And that gives you a slightly longer double crochet, as you can see, but not as long as a treble. And then I'm just going to purl 3, or you can purl 4. It's up to you whether you feel you need that length or not. Okay, so we turn our work. We can pull the tail end of our work, and we just simply go, we're going to do a granny stitch into each of the spaces. Now I don't put a chain between my granny stitch. And now if you do, certainly go ahead and do that if that's the norm for you. You know, I don't want to stop people doing what's sort of habit for them. It's not going to make much difference. If anything, it'll just make it a little bit maybe drapier, or even you know, bigger holes, looser gauge. And then I'm just going to do a triple double crochet into the second cluster. Get rid of the cat here if I can. No, it's worked in there. Oh dear. And then I'm going to do another extended double crochet, which is just pull through 1, then we pull through 2, and we pull through 2. And then I'm going to chain 3. We're going to turn, Now we've got 3 gaps, so we're going to do 3 clusters. 1, there's the first cluster, the second, and then the third. Now if you're going to make a corner to corner blanket with this, it is a great idea to make a blanket doing corner to corner. Simply, I love corner to corner blankets because you start off with, you know, basically no stitches or very few stitches, and then once it's as wide as you want it to be, or once you're halfway through the yarn supply you have, you can then start decreasing. But this is just the increasing part. I'm showing you the shawl pattern. So we're going to do another extended double crochet, pull through 1, pull through 2, and pull through 2, and chain 3, turn, and then we got 4 spaces, and it is just simple as that. It's one of those really mindless projects that you don't have to think about. You can just pick it up while you're watching TV, listening to an audio book, you know, watching YouTube or whatever it is you do. You don't need to count anything. The only thing you need to remember is to do that longer stitch at the end. But if you're not doing a longer stitch at the end, then you don't even need to really think about that. So that is how we do make a shawl with our granny stitch. But what I will do is I'm going to show you how to decrease in case you do want to do a just do our extended double crochet again, pull through, pull through, pull through. Okay, and I'm going to show you how we can turn this into a square. So you will still start off with your chain of 3. Now when you're decreasing a granny stitch thing like this, what you need to remember is that this cluster of 3 is 1 stitch. So you don't just decrease like part of the cluster, you've got to get rid of the whole cluster for it to decrease. So, you know, you wouldn't sort of do 2 double crochet together or something like that. You would skip the whole cluster and to get your decrease. So we're going to turn, and I would put a cluster there normally, but I'm not. And I'm going to skip over this, and I'm going to go into this cluster, cluster space or chain space, not chain space because I don't do chains, but if you do. And then we're just going to do that. And here you can also decide whether you want to do a rectangle or not. Now if you wanted to do a rectangle, then you would probably for a while keep increasing, and so you would do a I'll just get some more yarn. So you would do a another clustered stitch of grannies in the final space. But because we've decided that we're going to do a decrease, I need to eliminate that cluster. So I'm just going to go into there, and once again I'm going to do my extended double crochet, and you can see how it's come in at both ends and I've decreased. So let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, turn our work. I'm not going to work into that cluster gap because I'm decreasing. I'm not going, you know, and I'm skipping over this cluster and I'm going to that gap, and I'm just going to do a granny. stitch into the next space for another granny stitch. And finally we're going to finish off with our extended double crochet. Chain of 3, turn our work, and then we're just going to go into there, now you see how that doesn't come to a point at the bottom, it's sort of flat, and this is going to be flat, and the sides, these corners are flat. So in order to keep it all sort of the same, you're just going to finish here. So you're going to do your extended double crochet, and if I can find my scissors, I've been tidying up and I've actually lost my snippers that I normally use, vanished, don't know where they've gone. So that will be, it's technically a square, but looks more of a square when you've got it like this than it does when you've got it like that, because of the flat sides, you know, the flat corners. But that is how you would create a square. I'll just get that out the back and the wool out the back, and you can see it hopefully a little bit better. So yeah, that's how you would do a double crochet, a cluster, granny stitch cluster decrease, and that's how you can make a corner to corner anything. This could be a coaster, placemat, blanket, anything you wish. But it's also, if you just keep increasing, you've got the perfect, easy, reversible way to make a very simple, beginner's friendly scarf. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Remember to give me a thumbie, please, and thanks again for subscribing, and I'll say bye for now.
My mummy says for every person that subscribes, I will get a special treat. So please, can you hit the button so I can be fed? Thank you. Bye.